called an antichrist, which wants to be there first. They want to jump in on it first because they're clever and smart. The Nazis know. But you better go up to Tibet first. And then you need to go down to Egypt to get the lost ark, because there's nothing. It's all part of a bigger story. So there's a war between Christ, Antichrist, between the true New World Order coming and that which the Bushes would like to jump in on quick before anybody finds out about it and be in charge of it. So I'm saying, I'm curious to see who's going to win this, the Bushes or the Almighty God who created this heavens. There's some serious problems getting ready to come down on this earth, and when you begin to see it take place, understand that it's a metaphysical story. Yes?
Hang on just a second, George.
Can we hold a second?
And then if you could come up with a mic.
We're not getting on tape, but we're gonna change the video right now.
And you're live.
Okay, we're back to questions and answers. No, we're back to questions. I'm not sure if there'll be any answers.
You have a brief interpretation of what you feel is meant by the end times.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you brought that one up. I'll talk for the next 2 hours on that one. Yeah, I think I said that. We're living in the end times, the last days. Of what? We're living in the end times because if, as all of the ancient civilizations, and I'm talking about China, Asia, Africa, Egypt, Northern Europe, Asian, all over the world, and in every culture, taught the same thing. That each 2,160 years, and some cultures say 2,150 years. There are one or two cultures that have 2,130 years. But everybody is right around that 2,150-year period, depending on how that particular culture counted their time. But everybody was of the opinion that every 2,100 and some odd years, that the world changes, that the whole entire world changes from one astrological sign at the equator to a new astrological sign. And it was called the old order of the ages and the new order of the ages. And so consequently you had the church age, the age of the prophets. And go back into the Bible, go to any good Bible bookstore and look at the books, and it's all talking about the end of the age. This goes back to Matthew. The last sentence, or the last few sentences in the book of Matthew, the first book in the New Testament. The first book in the New Testament is Matthew. Go to the very last paragraph, and in it you will see where Jesus says, I will be with you to the end of the world. And go forth and make disciples and bless and make disciples, and I will be with you to the end of the world. Look at that word in all the Bible reference works. And it will tell you that word in Greek is aeon, A-E-O-N, aeon. Aeon is not world. Aeon is age. So the Son is saying, I will be with you to the end of the age. Not world. There is no end of the world. There's an end of the age. And consequently, if there's an end of the age, and then there's what is coming after that? Well, there will be a new age. Just as when Moses came down from the mountain, the children of Israel for 2,150 years had been living in the age of Taurus, the golden calf. Moses sees the children of Israel worshiping the golden calf when he's trying to tell them we're going into a new age. At the equator, the stars are in the age of Aries, the ram. And consequently, what's wrong with you people? Moses was saying, what's wrong with you guys? Don't you understand? And they're saying, no, that's all that New Age stuff. That's all that devil stuff, that New Age. We don't want nothing to do with that. We're sticking with the Lord's correct way to view things. We are worshiping the golden calf. the sun in the age of Taurus. Yeah, but that's fine for 2,150 years. But that's over. It's through. Finished. Capiche? Wake up. We're starting a new religion. Here is the new law for the new dispensation, the new religion, which is the age of Aries, the ram. So instead of having a golden calf, you need to go out there with a ram's horn and blow the shofar. And now for the next 2,150 years, Jews are saved to blow the shofar to show respect for the sun in the age of Aries, the ram. And then, after the age of the ram is ending, the next age coming in behind it is the age of Pisces. Pisces is the two fish, Jesus' symbol, and all the churches in Europe. Go to the churches around and look in the churches and look in the stained glass on churches. Everywhere you will see two fish. The two fish are the symbol of Pisces. 2,150 years, the sun is in the age of Pisces. So consequently, now we're getting ready to go into the new age of Aquarius. And Christians are today saying the same things the Jews said at the time of Moses. They're saying, all that New Age stuff, that's all of the devil, that's all that crap New Age stuff in astrology. Wake up. The more we change, the more we stay the same. The Jews didn't get it back then. Christians are not getting it today. The universe is getting ready to change. There's a new order of the world coming, whether we like it or not, whether we understand it or not, or whether we agree to it or not. It just don't matter. The heavens are changing. The world is changing. So therefore, it is correct to say we are living in the last days, the end times of the age of Pisces. And now we're getting ready to enter into the new world order, or a new world based on God's Son in the age of the water bearer, Aquarius. And consequently, as I said, the question you need to be asking yourself, if this is what the Bible is saying, that there's a new age of Aquarius coming, and that's what it says, then who is going to be in charge of that new age? Will it be the God force, the Spirit, the divine presence in the universe, godly Spirit on the earth that will clean up this earth? It will clean up all of the dirt of the earth and begin a whole new order like Noah after the flood? Is there going to be a whole new world order based on godliness and decency and honor for the next 2,150 years coming in the future, when a new order of the world will be established? Or is it going to be the same guys who have run the old order are going to come back and take over the new order? That's a very interesting question, because I'd like to get into the symbols of that. Washington, D.C., the symbols on the back of the dollar bill. How many Christians today and Jews realize, understand this? In the Old Testament, the word for the Messiah in the Old Testament is the word chief cornerstone. It's used in the book of Isaiah. It's used in the book of Psalms. In the book of Isaiah and Psalms in the Old Testament talks about the Messiah. And the word it uses for the Messiah is chief cornerstone. The builders rejected. Then in the New Testament, once in 1 Peter and once in the book of Revelation, the New Testament calls Jesus the chief cornerstone the builders rejected. And both places, both in the Hebrew, we're talking about Messiah, and in the New Testament talking about Jesus, the word is chief cornerstone. Look up the word in Hebrew and